Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. I had a really cool intro shot for this video. Unfortunately, I lost the GoPro footage. I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but I have switched to iPhone from Android. So hopefully the quality's getting a little bit better. This iPhone's really kind of hard to get used to. I had an iPhone 1 back in the day, and about as far as into Apple as I got. This video is going to be where I went, what I picked up, what's going to be happening in the short future, and then MLK footage, and then me driving a badass San Limo, that copper car, 630 horsepower to the wheels. So I took that thing for a little ride, took my nephew for a ride. So you guys stick around. Let's jump into this video. All right, first little stop. Yeah, I'd say it's a little bit snowy out. Yeah, whoops. It's a little slippery out here, guys. Wow. Not sure what that guy was trying to do, but he's shut the whole freeway down. All right, guys, so we're over here at the shop. I'm going to show you guys where we're at now. Check that out. And the car we're picking up is the old Razzle Dazzle.
Razzle Dazzle! 1, 2, 3, 4!
That's right, boys. You guys asked for it in the comments. You're going to get it. You're going to get a Razzle Dazzle versus Cletus Racing Glamis. And I'm out here in Colorado picking this thing up. We're going to give it a preseason prep, go through the fuel system, and get the sequential transmission dialed in, get everything cleaned up, and get it ready for these boys to come on out to Glamis. So we're out here at the shop. We're going to get a few things moved. We're going to get this thing loaded up on the trailer and get back to Arizona and get this thing ready for the Boosted Boys versus Cletus McFarlane in Glamis. Here we go, guys. All right, guys. Well, sorry about the wind, but Razzle Dazzle's all loaded up. I was just going to hook and book and get out of here, but haven't seen my buddies in a while, so kind of hung out here at the shop and hung out with the boys for a while. But we're going to get old Razzle Dazzle on the road, get on out of here, and get this thing back to my shop and get her cleaned up and ready for Glamis. What's up, guys? Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It is another day and another holiday weekend out here at Glamis Fab. It is Martin Luther King weekend and Saturday morning, and we're already getting started here. So let's jump on into the shop, take a look at what's going on, and I'm gonna bring you guys with us. So first thing we don't like to see is the copper car here. We just finished building this car, but it's got a CV issue. Let's take a look. So what happened here is this guy lost the inner boot because they put a speed sensor on it, and the outer boot came off, and it looks like they just tie wired it because it was in the way. So we're gonna get this thing cleaned up. We'll take that speed sensor off since it doesn't work anyways. We'll put an inner boot and an outer boot back on it. Weto's the CV master. So we will get this thing done. This side looks good. It's untouched. So, and then after this thing's done, I'm gonna take it for a little rip, make sure everything's good with it. They did change the motor in it since you guys have seen it last. It's got an LT motor in it now. I think his old motor lasted him 10 minutes and he didn't like it, so they swapped out to an LT. They said this thing makes about 650. So we're gonna take it out, give it a little rip, and what I was done with the CVs, pull a couple wheelies and make sure everything's good with it. All right, so what we went ahead and did here is put a brand new inner boot. The other one was on with some tie wire, and it's really greasy. So it's hard to get this clamp on when everything's greasy. So we went ahead and replaced the inner boot, and we're adding the outer boot. We got the bolts back through. We're gonna stick the CV in there, grease it up. Weto's over there getting the speed sensor taken off. It doesn't work anyways, so we're going to leave it off. And then I guess, guys, we didn't do this when we built the car. He had this done when they did the other motor, but if you can tell here, it looks like they over torqued the bolts on the speed sensor ring, and it just smashed and broke it completely. I don't know. So anyways, guys, we're gonna get this thing put back together right, and then we'll take this thing for a little rip and make sure it's all good. And like we always say, got another one back in the dunes. All right, got a Pro R in here, Razor. Just had a bent tie rod. We heated it up, bent it straight, and Brandon's gonna put some angle iron on it. On this side, we've got a bent A-arm. So as soon as we're done with that, we're gonna torch this thing up, bend it out so they can get it back in the car. And then electrical stuff over there, and more cars waiting. All right, another Funko in. This one kind of like Josh's car, it's only money. Really, really nice car. It's our boys from Crazy Customs. Got Brandon on the TIG table, welding up a extension for the steering. And this is another Funko with another broken bag mount. Pretty typical for these cars, happens all the time. So they're gonna get it taken apart. Brandon will get it welded back together. We'll have another Funko cruising in the dunes. All right, got Brandon grinding on some U-joints over here. Wedo's putting a stub axle in out there. And I'm working on rims and tires. Speedbox. All right, so we got a fitting that broke off in this filter. Brandon's gonna heat it up and easy it right out of there. JB welded that in there. We'll use Loctite on the new one and get another one fixed. All right, so it's been pretty busy today. I haven't had much time to film. We got this Wicked car in, and they told them that the shocks were the limit straps, which was I don't know, pretty funky to me. But so what happened was the car suspension dropped out, it overextended, broke the clip on the axle, pulled the CV apart. So Wedo's got it put back together. And then I want to show you guys this cool Manx out here. I'm gonna walk out here and take a look at it, bring you guys with me. Not really a monster Manx, but more of like a rail chassis with a Manx body on it. Really freaking cool car. Full A-arm car. Love the color. Nice big four-seater, lots of room, full windshield. And then friggin' LS powered, boys. Got that LS1 in there, 5.7. What's he got for a tranny? Looks like I don't even know what that is, but check that out. He's got brakes on the trans. Looks like a 2D from here, but this thing's really freaking cool. Really nice car. Who makes this car?
The chassis is a Chenoweth.
Oh, it's a Chenoweth car with just a body on it? Yeah. Really cool. All right, guys, so next car coming in. Just a broken spindle.
Glamis Carnage.
Yeah, Glamis Carnage. Who was driving? Who did it? Who did it?
He did.
Oh, he did it. His fault. All right, he definitely got a sand shower. So almost drowned it in sand. Cool. All right, so we got another spindle for him. We'll get him fixed up and get this one back in the dunes. All right, so Brandon's got this apart and putting a new spindle in. Wedo's flopping a tire over here. You did install it backwards? Was it you? He did it? Ah, okay. So he's already tightening the bead lock up. This thing will be good to go. He's got his hunting hat on today to keep his ears warm.
Chilly Willy out there.
Yeah, it's actually really cold out here, guys. It was like 32 degrees this morning, so freezing. So starting to pick up a little bit. MLK weekend, Glamis Fab. We're ready. A lot of you guys have been commenting about how much parts we have out here. You guys don't get to see the half of it from what's behind the counter. There's stuff, I mean, even down there, I mean, everywhere. Parts. So we try to keep a little bit of everything. We can't keep a lot of all of it, but you know how that goes. We got parts for trailers, tabs, feed locks, wheels, wiring, braided line. We can MIG, TIG, notch tube, pretty much whatever. Got some coilovers in stock in case you break a coilover, and tools for days. So, be another good day out here at Glamis Fab, boys. Oh, and here's the new Glamis Fab t-shirt, if you guys are wondering. Glamis Fab. Get another one back in the dunes. What's up, guys? Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. We kind of left off yesterday. Got not real busy, but just steady. So it's nice and quiet Sunday morning out here, MLK weekend. And we got one car in here already. Looks like these guys installed their own power steering unit and installed it backwards. I think they put the CarTech kit in here. Let's go have a look.
Great.
So yep, it's installed backwards. We're gonna flip it around and see what we can do to make this thing work. All right, so we got this thing wrapped up, welded the new plate in there, got the unit flipped around, it works good. These CarTech electric steering units are only 400 watts and they're designed for side-by-sides or UTVs. I don't know how well they hold up on a big car. My units are 660 watts, but I'm not trying to do a comparison or anything, but it is what it is. If it's in there and it works, then so be it. If you buy the CarTech one, then more power to you. Either way, if they break, we'll fix them. That's what we do here. So we got this guy all fixed up. Another one back out having some fun. And bring you guys along when the next ones come in. So, well, got this car in here now. And Volkswagen motor. And for some reason, somebody put a breather into the carburetor, trying to create PCV. But you don't do that with a Volkswagen. You're drawing oil right out of the crankcase into the carburetor. It's not good. We're gonna pull the valve cover off because it sounded like it had no compression. And look at the valves. All right, guys, so the cool things you see out here in Glamis. This is, as you can see, a Can-Am, but with a 350Z body, gull-wing doors, a Fort and sequential, and now check that out, boys. Now that is one hell of a side-by-side. Looks like it's on Holly. Big Holly dash, switch pros. This thing is freaking cool. So, if you guys have seen stuff for sale, these are the guys that had the Tesla-powered Can-Am too. It's his car. Hell yeah. So yeah, these guys always come out here with cool shit. 350Z body, Fort sequential, really cool. All right, guys, next car in. This little rail here. Got some brakes in the rear clip. Brandon's gonna weld it up and get this little cruiser back having some fun. It's like a 4.3 V6. All right, guys, so like I told you before, we're going to see more and more of these things. Speed UTV, car number 390. Another El Jefe. I love the green. So, going to see more and more of them here in Glamis. And you can see this one is parked out, another one parked outside of Glamis Fab. So, another Happy Speed UTV owner. And just going through the break-in period now, so really cool car. It's got the full kicker audio system in it, and really cool. So, I think I'm going to drive this one in a few minutes too, so maybe I'll bring you guys along with me. Well, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this one. Sorry it was so short. There wasn't a whole lot of carnage this weekend, but I covered what I could. Guys, in the next video will be footage of me in Glamis this coming weekend, and I will be driving a Tesla-powered Can-Am. The thing is really badass. My buddy Jorge, he owns that car that you guys just saw in the video. He's going to be bringing the Tesla Can-Am out here and let me take that thing for a rip. So we're going to be out here Duning with our friends. So I'll bring you guys along with us. As always, make sure you give us a like and a subscribe. We'll see you in the next video, and we will see you in the dunes. Don't forget, you can jump on theduneaddict.com right now and get your merch. Here's the t-shirts. Sweatshirts and hats are coming very, very soon. But in the meantime, cop yourself a t-shirt at theduneaddict.com.